young Nigerian guy wants to drive the baddest car, you know. At a young age, you're dreaming of living in a big house that you can sleep in more than just one girl. So there's a lot of vain stuff that carries a lot, but we have very smart people. You see a lot of Nigerians breaking records everywhere, but because they are focused. But when we are not focused, we lose it.
Good. Now, my next question is, being a youth leader in the Wise Men's International, how has the journey been so far for you? Like, how has it been?
For me, it's been more or less like a lifelong journey. I started very early because I grew up watching my parents do a lot of social work for people, and so while I was in university, I felt it was necessary I started full stream. So I started up a youth club in 2006. Then, because of the work I did, I was able to do a lot of several cancer awareness projects in Lagos, in churches, in mosques. We were able to sensitize a lot of people about, going green, that we need to cut back on global warming. So, because of the work I did in Lagos, then in Ife, I got elected to become Africa Youth Representative for Voy Animation International. So I had to take it to Ghana, I had to go to Togo, I had to go to Kenya, I had to go to Zambia. I did a lot of work across Africa. And from there, 4 or 5 years down the road, I got elected to become the International Youth Rep. So do that forever.
Wow, nice. Recently, everyone knows Mark Zuckerberg was actually in Nigeria to invest in some youth businesses. Now, do you think it's coming to Nigeria will be like a big turning point for youth innovation in Nigeria?
Well, it could be, because it sends a message to the world globally that Nigeria is doing something right. That's why such an entrepreneur will come. But the problem I have is we have millionaires who could match up Zuckerberg. But the mistake we have is these guys do not invest in the smaller businesses. They are great ideas, they are passionate business young people here. That's the mistake we make. If we see the Jewish people, Mark Zuckerberg is a Jew, and that's what many people don't know. Now, the Jewish people keep the money in the Jewish system. And the same thing happens with a lot of European people. They tend to support European businesses more. So, I don't know, there's something just about us, we don't get it right. I don't know whether it's what we call bad blood, or you just don't feel the next person has to get to the level you are. But I think what a few people, Tony Elumelu is doing that with his foundation, we're looking at how we can invest in smaller businesses. But at the same time, we need to create a structure here. Africans supporting Africans, Nigerians supporting Nigerians. It's not just somebody has come up from outside to tell us, you guys, I'm investing $24.1 million in Andela because it's no. We don't even need up to that. We need to start small. And I'm happy a lot of young entrepreneurs are doing great. And some people already know, some of the venture capitalists are already doing the right thing. So I think we need to look at that more.
All right, thank you. Now, my next question is, being someone who has traveled a lot, I know you've gone to so many countries. Now, what country can you really say has the most amazing entrepreneurs?
Well, in Europe, I see Germans have a lot of structure, because even if you're a plumber, they believe you should plumb very well. So you see plumbers which pick up their careers. And I think every country has a structure. Japanese are group people who say fishermen who build houses, who are very comfortable, drive very good cars, or send their children to the best of schools. But everybody has a system, and they all vary. So I think Nigerians we have to find our own system, what will work for us. So because the Germans don't act like the Japanese people don't act like Taiwanese, and everybody, the French people are different, they're unique. So we need to find a structure for ourselves. I won't say one country has, but the problem is they have set up very good structures. We don't have a structure at all. So that's
interesting. Now, where do you see the Nigerian youth in, let's say, in a couple of years on a global scale?
Well, young Nigerians are amazing, and I think in the next 10-15 years we'll be in every sector in the world. And currently we do market. You see a lot of young people. Laura, the guy who did the painting for Beyonce's video, he studied here. And I think those are things that made Mark Zuckerberg look at, what is this? This guy studied in Nigeria, what are they doing differently? I have to go and see what's happening there. So I think in the next 15 years, there will be a Nigerian best director, we will win an Oscar, we will win Grammys, we will win the Nobel Prize again. name it, everything. We will be everywhere. But I'm just hoping we create a better structure and don't go back or we don't go worse, because that will also affect us. But if we keep going at the pace we are, with the level where we have Nigerians everywhere doing great stuff, in the next 15 years, every key sector of the world will be in Nigeria.
Wow. All right, thank you so much. Now, I'm very sure our viewers would like to know like some personal stuff about you.
Yeah.
Like, are you married or something?
I'm single, no kids. I'm someone that likes to invest in memories currently, because instead of every young person wants to drive a Benz or drive a G-Wagon and stuff, I prefer to invest in memories. I've been on every continent in the world except for Australia.
That's amazing.
Before, in the next few years, I have to nip it in the bud. And because what you see, all these memories you enjoy, they're shaping you. They give you, because we believe in, we struggle here, we also every morning wake up, no break. People don't go to Ghana, people don't go to Togo. People don't know there's another way people can do stuff. I think if you go outside, you interact with people from different places, you can learn one or two things, and you bring here and you apply. You see new stuff.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Afolabi. Now, you know, there are so many entrepreneurs right now outside, and there are also some that are aspiring to be really great in this entrepreneurship business. Now, what advice do you have for people that are aspiring to be entrepreneurs?
I always say to young people that find that passion that is within you, no matter how stupid it might sound to other people, as long as you have a better advantage over the other person. If you speak too much, try to be an MC, compare, whatever. If you know how to use your hands, start looking how to patch things up. Look at something you have an added advantage over somebody else. Be true to it. The only competition you have is yourself. So don't look at your other person and say, this person is this, that person is driving that car, that person is, he has this good job. No, your only competition is yourself. So you have to compete yourself yesterday, look at yourself yesterday and yourself today. And that's what keeps you driving. That's what, I did this. Am I comfortable with this? Can I do better? Can I go further? That should be your drive every day. And that's what should be, and when you wake up in the morning, that should be your drive. That's the advice I have to people. Be true to yourself and be true to yourself. That's all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Afolabi, for coming on the show today.
It's a pleasure.
Now, I'm sure there are so many Nigerian youth out there aspiring to be someone like you, and with your advice, I'm very sure that those ones that are aspiring to be someone like you will definitely get to where they're going to. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's show. Do not forget to follow us on our social media handles showing on your screen right now. I still remain your host, Ajomale Afolabi. Until we meet next time, take care.
There's a seed inside of me that desires to grow. Stars are not made overnight. Life is easy when you're free to be who you wanna be.
Voice of the youth,
Giving the platform to shine bright and in the sky.
voice of the youth,
Now we can see the world and the world can see me.
voice of the youth,
Freedom to speak, to change, to fight for your right and win.
voice of the youth.
Voice of the youth. Let my words be known.